Here I go, I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot. Who me? Take that. Ooh-wee.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Hold ready. Alert. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be out just a yard. The 30.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Bears.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
And here's a handoff out of the gun to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Drop 50, drop 50.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Barkley. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Chase Young
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fielded at the 33. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles. Hey. Warrior 17.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Mustang 19. 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay, break. Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19, 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
The handoff as they run the counter play. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. Point after up and going. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, they'll run it here.
111 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago? And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a throw here to his right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on Giants touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down and 3. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. So a holding penalty, and that'll send them backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first down carry for Barkley. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Shifts by at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but
They'll take the three, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
19 Tigers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.